Okay, so I want you guys to be able to build things as fast as you can, because building is fun, obviously, but when they don't work, it's very annoying, and I also don't like hearing a starter going every 2 seconds, alright? So, I built you guys, took me like 3 hours to build this. I would love it if you at least tried it, so I will demonstrate it for you. It is the Boogs Corp branded Boogs wheeled vehicle controller. Alright, oh, it's just placed down there. I'll just make a simple card to demonstrate. In the seat. We need an engine. I could use modular, but you guys don't really use modular. Give it air, put some cats on it. 2 is usually enough. In and out coolant. Alright. So there we go, and fuel tanks. There we go. Alright, so the engine's down. Now, it's important how you set your engine up, so all your wheels. I will use 3x3s with suspension, so one, it's important to look where the arrows go. The positive arrow is going counterclockwise, but the car should be going that way with the other arrow on the floor. So that goes like that. Turn around, mirrored again. On the front, all that matters is, unless you have front wheel drive, which this one won't, is the arrows on the bottom, so on the bottom. The positive arrow is going counterclockwise. I'm pretty sure when you press D, it's positive, so that's the wrong way, so it should be like that. And on the other side, it should be the same, like that. No, wait, like that. Yep, okay. Now the important part of setting up your engine is not linking the output directly to the wheels, because you're gonna always hear the starter running if you do that. Just quickly, there we go, alright. After starters, literally, whatever you need a clutch, as you all know. There you go. You need gearboxes. So, the way I do this is, 1, to bring the torque up. So the default engine RPS is 20, so 20, it would be 20 times 0.33, or 20 divided by 3. I'm not good at math, but that's what the RPS is. The ratio is 0.33. Or for every 3 rotations of the engine, 1 rotation of the shaft coming out. This will be the reverse gear before the transmission, so that you can go fast backwards, not slow. If you wanted to go slow in reverse, you'd put it at the end of the transmission. Now, I will separate the transmission with this little pipe so you can see it differently. First gear will point towards the wheels, or the output, because we want a little more torque, and then the rest will point back towards the engine so that it will get more speed, because you don't need torque after you've reached speed. If your vehicle is heavier, or is going to be lifting or pulling or pushing heavy things, then you might want more gearboxes pointing outwards with more torque at the beginning and slowly turning into less torque towards the end to build up a little bit of speed, like a dump truck or something. Now do that. Right, so now it is pretty much done. Hook it up with the power. There we go. Now, well, we already have the microcontroller, so connect the composite of the chair onto my microcontroller, and the wheel steering value. Put that on the wheels. The soft braking number, or the variable brake, I didn't name it right. Engine RPS, it automatically restarts your engine. We need a key and a linear speed sensor. The linear speed sensor faces either forward or backward. It can't be negative, so it works either way. The speed sensor goes there. The key toggles the engine. When you're setting it up, it's important you have a dial so you can see your speed, so you can know when to shift gears up and down. And that will also be attached to the linear speed sensor. Engine throttle goes to the engine throttle, the clutch goes to the clutch, and here's all the gear controls. So first gear is this one, the second gear is this one, third, fourth, and fifth. Engine starter and reverse gear right there. Make sure reverse gear is 1 to 1. If it was something like this, then it would be slower or faster in reverse. I don't know, something like that. Alright, these are all connected, so let's just make sure our steering is properly oriented. It is. Before we test it, let's change our sensitivity. For throttle, it should be pretty high. For steering, it doesn't have to be as high. Now, I'm going to increase the tire radius, just so it gets a bit more grip on the ground. And here, this is all the stuff that I let you customize. So, most of it, I think you could just keep the same 0.2 or 0.1 for your idle throttle. We'll keep it at 20 RPS, and the second you press W or S, it'll automatically go to full throttle. Steering authority, it's a multiplier that multiplies what comes out of the chair through here to the wheels. So if you want less control, you do that. More control, you do that. So you might as well just do sensitivity. It just changes the max rotation. So, turn the engine on. Alright, this is already pretty speedy. The wheels are not doing so good on the back. They're doing that because it's accelerating too fast. So we will add another gear right there. Let me color these so we know what's the transmission. That's the transmission. These are unchangeable. So it was already going about 10. I'm fine with losing half the speed so that we don't get wheel slip and lose control. When you have a heavier vehicle, you probably won't need that because the weight will push it to the ground. Alright, there we go. Now our max speed, 9.5, let's just say our max speed is 9, alright? So then we go, oh, I actually was engaging the gear, but doesn't matter, they're all at 1. So our max speed is about 9, I'll do 9.1. So this is the first gear of the transmission. That one actually is more torque in the way it's oriented. So I might just turn this one around, because we're already going pretty fast. If we did need more torque, because we're very heavy, it would be the opposite. The gearboxes would be pointing the other way mostly. Anyway, take that, mirror, paste, merge. Now let's just put it at 6 to 5 maybe even 3 to 2 just to see how it does. You could spend a long time playing around with it to see what ratio gets you the highest. You could even add more gears between them, but I don't care that much. Alright, as we reach 9, you could hear it shift, and our engine maxes its velocity out, so that means we need a higher gear ratio. Let's do 2 to 1. So 1 revolution of the engine is 2 of the wheel, or 40 at max. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it shifted. Maxed out again. We already got good speed. Alright, let's go all the way. Oh wait, I see what I did wrong. I'm artisanal. We don't change that, we change this. The on ratio, the off ratio. I'm so stupid. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it shifted up. We're getting wheel slip, or we're burning rubber. That means the ratio is too high. So let's put it down to 6.5 or 6 to 5. I'm just gonna show you this next bit at high speed because really it's pretty straightforward. You know, okay, 9 it shifted, then it reaches, I don't know, 11, and then you would set the second gear to 11, and then you'd select the second gear here, turn the ratio on, not ratio off like I did because I'm silly. Maybe 6 to 5 if you get wheel slip, maybe 3 to 2. In fact, you'd probably do 6 to 5 for all of them, because as the ratio goes through it, they multiply each other and become greater. And yeah, that is how it works, pretty much. So, yeah, please use it.